This will be our YouTube trade of the day. We're going to do an earnings trade. And last week, we're in earnings season. We're in the heart of earnings.
This week is the heart of earnings season. You've got I think 7 of the 10
big ones. Big earnings this week. Microsoft is one of the big ones. Last week, let's jump in the slide here. Last week, the week of 4/13, we had 49% winners, 51% losers. And that was the week of the 13th, week of the 20th, 51% winners, 49% losers as far as what these stocks do after earnings. So it's a coin flip. Honestly, it's a coin flip.
It's absolutely a coin flip. And take a look at this. I mean, you're 50, 51, 49 on both weeks. I mean, you just kind of can go either ways. Now, there was 500 companies last week. I think we've got way more this week.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I missed a lot being off yesterday. I don't know what's going on this week.
One day, and there was no earnings last week. You missed Coca-Cola, which has popped up.
I barely knew there was a Fed meeting tomorrow. So it's a coin flip. We've been doing a lot of diagonals, which are you can do them bullish or bearish. We've been putting on bullish diagonals, and our recourse if they lose is then after the stock is down, sell a put or put spread. So we're going to do another diagonal, and we can see right here, we're not saying we know Microsoft is going up, but we're putting on a bullish diagonal, and it's a coin flip, 50-50 chance. Who knows?
Yeah, but we also have a directional assumption in our minds. We are both in our own accounts bullish Microsoft. So let's go to the next slide. Let's show all the earnings that are out this week.
Yeah. So today we have Starbucks, Robinhood, Seagate, Visa, Enphase Energy, T-Mobile, AbbVie, and SoFi. So there are a lot today, and we may put bullish diagonals on in many of these. When we put on these diagonals, it's usually risking a third to make 2/3. So we have a lot of profit potential with these diagonals.
We do, and we'll look into that. But we're focusing on Microsoft today because this is going to come up later, probably around 3 o'clock. So somebody could do a Microsoft trade. That's tomorrow. So you can see that Microsoft comes out tomorrow, which is Wednesday after the bell.
Right.
So that's why we're focusing really on Microsoft right now, and we're gonna put a bullish trade in. We looked at a couple other bullish trades and decided on a diagonal.
Right. So
there's so many drinks that keep going by us. I don't know why they're super thirsty over there.
So you're right. I was looking at today's Tuesday. I was looking at Tuesday's earnings, but we're actually going to do a Wednesday earnings trade today because this piece will air later, and then I'll give everyone on YouTube tomorrow a chance to see it.
Yeah, but it's not about. And what we're trying to do here is listen. We are 2 former floor traders. Jenny and I have been trading for close to 60 years together, and we don't want anybody just copying our trades. We just want to show you our thought process behind what we actually have in our accounts. Right? So we both have a bullish diagonal in Microsoft in our account right now.
We both do.
And so we might as well, we're going to talk through our thought process. It doesn't have to be for everybody, but this is what we do.
Okay, an earnings diagonal, you can put it on in any earnings, for any company for earnings. We just go to the short-term weekly. So here I'm going to go to the 3-day, and I'm going to sell a call at the expected move. This Tasty Trade platform makes it very easy. We've got this brown bar, takes us right to the expected move for this week's cycle. So pretty much the earnings expected move.
That is the earnings expected move, and you can see that right there. The expected move for this cycle, which is 3 days left, which is expiring on Friday, May 1st, is $28.35.
And Liz is getting that, the top right corner where it says 28.38. That's this week's expected move. If you move up the brown bar, looking at the calls, those out of the money calls, right around 455, that would be the expected move to the upside. If Microsoft were to have good earnings and run up, that's what the options are pricing the expected move is.
And that brown bar is a visual representation of the number that's in the parentheses. You kids have it all these days where there's no math for you. You don't even have to figure it out. It's a $28.50 expected move. You go up to the top of that brown bar, bada bing, bada boom, it's $28.50 higher.
I'm going to sell that call. I'm going to sell that 455 call. It's about $550, so about $550 we're taking in. And then I'm going to go to next week's cycle, or not even next week's cycle. This isn't even a week out. It's just a few days out.
It's a few days. It's Mondays. Wait, right?
No, 6 days. No, it's Fridays. It's Fridays. So maybe we want to go to the 8-day. Maybe we want to go to Mondays.
We'll price them out. Price them out.
So if I go to the 6-day and buy the at the money, and if I want to keep math simple, if I buy the 425 and sell the 455, that's $30 wide. So I've got a $30 wide spread that I'm paying $10 for. And that's what how these earnings diagonals usually price. You're paying about 1/3 the width. So we have a $30 wide spread, we're paying $1,000 for.
That's what we look for when we're pricing them. If we're paying 50% for an earnings diagonal, a lot of times we won't. If it's a durational diagonal, you're going to pay more than 1/3.
So this is just a very short term. We're selling tomorrow and getting long Fridays. If I wanted to move the long out to Monday, the price will go up from $1,000 to $1,100. Not bad.
It's not. And you get another.
And then you get the weekend through, you get another day, you get a little extra time. And what you get is a little extra. What I want to keep in mind is this 3-day vol is 97. That's going to come in, get sucked out right after earnings come out. Then you have 70 in the 6-day, which we would have been buying, or 63 in the 8-day, or 59 in the 10-day. So we want to buy a lower vol so that option doesn't get crushed in premium as much as the shorter term.
Now, that being said, you'll notice as you go farther out in time, meaning the 3-day, the 6-day, the 8-day, the 10-day, the vol keeps getting lower and lower and lower and lower, but the price of this diagonal will get higher and higher and higher because there is more days.
So it went up by less than $1 from going from Friday to Monday. If I move it out again, $11.62, 60 cents. If I move it out again, $11.77. So it's not going up that much, and that's because, even though I'm going further out in time with that long, but that's because the vol
what are you on, the
in
10-day?
That cycle, now I'm in the 13-day, the vol in that cycle is only 52. So the further we go out with our long, the less premium will come out of that after the earnings announcement.
Out of the long. The
Out of
short
the long.
is the short is in the shortest term cycle with 3 days. So this is an earnings diagonal, meaning we're selling the near term, buying the farther out term. You can see how Jenny and I kind of walked through a couple different scenarios on where the long should be. I kind of like the 13-day.
Right. I like looking at that side and looking at the implied volatility and seeing 97, 70, 63, 59, 52. And I like buying the 52 rather than, I don't want to buy that 70.
Well,
that
so there is a give and take. Sometimes it's significantly cheaper if you have very little days in between. This was one of those where we opened them up surprisingly, and it was an extra 60 cents, $1.50, things like that from going into that duration. I like this trade.
So if we buy the 13-day, we're buying a 52 vol. We're selling the 3-day, selling the 97 vol. We're paying $11.85. This is, if Microsoft doesn't move, all the premium is going to come out of that 3-day, and there won't be too much coming out of that 13-day.
A little bit will come out, but not
Yeah.
too much. You still have some recourse, and then you have things you can sell against it in those cycles.
Right, and if Microsoft goes down, well, we're risking $1,185. If Microsoft goes up and moves up to its expected move, this trade, this spread can be worth $30 or $3,000. So there's about $2,700 in profit potential here.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Let's do it. So we're going to press the button on this. This will be our Microsoft earnings trade. We are going to look at it tomorrow. If Microsoft, by some odd reason, pops up today, well,
maybe we'll get out early.
Maybe we'll get out early.
So we're buying the 425 in the 13-day, selling the 455 in the 3-day. That's the calls. This trade, if we have it incorrectly, we're buying the longer term, selling the shorter term. Whatever we pay is the buying power. So if we're paying $11.85, that's what the buying power is, $11.85, $1,185. It's a hefty amount to risk on one earnings trade, but in the words of TFM, you got to risk it to get the biscuit.
You got to risk it to get the biscuit. I like it.
All right, so
ship it.
that's our Microsoft earnings trade.